Sociopaths tend to engage in risky behavior and violate laws at the expense of themselves and others.
Last night, Sniper Wolf, a massive YouTuber, showed up outside of our home, recorded a video of our home, and then posted it to her 5.6 million Instagram followers, goading me with the line, "Let's talk like adults."
We have another modern woman sabotaging her own life and showed millions in the social media world that she's a complete psycho. That's 31-year-old Aaliyah, better known as Sniper Wolf. She's a really popular content creator. Over 34 million subscribers on YouTube, 19.2 million followers on TikTok, 7.8 million followers on Facebook, 5.6 million followers on IG, and 1.1 million on Twitter. She started around 2011 with her old channel. There was a lot of inappropriate stuff on there. She would go on there sitting with her legs open, trying to make men look at her thought pocket. It was just a lot of inappropriate stuff on there. But she didn't really blow up until her new channel in 2013. That's after she met her husband. They went into business together and started that new channel. That channel, SS Sniper Wolf, in the beginning it was a gaming channel where viewers thought she was playing games like Call of Duty. But really it was her husband playing those games. I'll get into that in a second. But she was basically kicked out of the gaming community after she got a lot of attention for making gaming content. Instead, this flamingo was up here playing switcheroo. In 2019, she won an award at the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards as Favorite Gamer. It was pretty disrespectful and a slap in the face to all the men in the category with her, really up there playing the games for real. And for years, people accused her of not being the one playing the game, but it was her husband who recently confirmed this in a lawsuit because they broke up and now Sniper Wolf is trying to run off on the plug.
Ran off on the floor twice. He started calling, I ain't calling back.
She locked her husband completely out when they both owned the businesses. Years after building a name for herself in the Twitch and YouTube gaming community, she switched to reaction videos and got more into personal topics. These days, she's mostly reacting to TikTok content, which is also the focus surrounding her new round of criticism. One main YouTuber that's been critical of Sniper Wolf is Jax Films. That's a content creator with nearly 5 million subscribers on his main channel. He's been openly critical of Sniper Wolf and creators like her for doing what he refers to as lazy reactions. Basically, Jack is saying that instead of reacting to content, Sniper Wolf is putting in minimal to almost no effort to transform the original work. He also accused her of stealing from other content creators without giving them credit. Now Sniper Wolf is in big trouble after doxing Jack, then playing the victim like she didn't know what she was doing after she showed up to this man's house, the home he shares with his wife, by the way. Aaliyah showed up to his house on Instagram Live and put his address out there for her 5.5 million followers. Take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates. There are many signs of self-sabotaging behavior. That's currently what Sniper Wolf is doing. Self-sabotage can be done consciously or subconsciously, but the result is the same, so everybody go ahead and drop self-sabotage below in the comments. Aaliyah, better known as Sniper Wolf, she celebrated her 31st birthday a couple of weeks ago, but unfortunately, she's still acting her shoe size. She was born in Liverpool, England, but moved to America, the land of opportunity, at the age of 6. They settled in Arizona. Aaliyah studied pharmacy, then nursing before dropping out of college, and years later blowing up on social media. Jack, he's 35 years old, been on YouTube since 2006, and he especially didn't like how Sniper Wolf was promoted as a model creator, speaking at official YouTube events as a person young creators should look up to and aspire to be. He explained on several occasions that people who made content like her gave low effort and accused Sniper Wolf of constantly stealing from other content creators without giving them credit. The controversy between Jack and Sniper Wolf dates back to 2022. Earlier that year, in April 22, Sniper Wolf and her ex purchased a $7 million mansion in Arizona. Jack continued to speak about low-effort content creators, including Sniper Wolf, and she ended up snapping on him. Then summer 23, YouTube tweeted this out on June 23rd. They said Sniper Wolf is the creator of our dreams, with heart eyes. They posted this question. It was, where does Sniper Wolf get video ideas? And they followed up with the answer, from fans. Jack, who couldn't help himself, he responded to YouTube's tweet with screenshots of Sniper Wolf's TikTok reaction videos. Others followed suit, claiming that Aaliyah was stealing ideas from others. Leah saw what Jack said about her, and she responded. She said, I'm going to have to start charging you 20% since you get your ideas from me. She also commented on his hairline and called him bald, took shots at modern men, but quickly deleted that. Leah said that she was not stealing content. Instead, she accused everybody of stealing from her, including Jack. She wrote, 90% of what I upload are my ideas. People copy me, and then people like you get confused. She said also, I hate bringing gender into this, but no one ever attacks the male react channels. Then Jack responded, writing in her tone, saying, I invented reacting to other people's TikToks. Anyone else is copying me. He's saying that's what Aaliyah is saying. And then he said incredible mental gymnastics. And then he added YouTube and VidCon and said, you sure you're okay boosting her? Are you absolutely sure? Then Leah responded again. She's like, wah, I can't stand that a female YouTuber is getting more views than me, even though I make the same content. Life is hard. So these two went back and forth, trolling each other for months. Then things escalated a few months later. In October 2023, Aaliyah posted an IG story asking her followers if she should go to Jack's Films house because she was in the area doing a shoot. She said, should I go visit Jack's Films? He lives 5 minutes away from my shoot. She also posted a photo of his house from the outside, asking him, let's talk like adults. While she was live outside of his house, Jack was inside doing his normal stream. He ended up seeing the stories as people in his chat room told him that Sniper Wolf was outside of his house.
Yeah.
Holy sh**.
What?
Yeah, she really.
Wow. Oh my
sorry,
god.
what?
Ew.
I didn't really believe it.
No, I
Ew,
just
But
checked.
that's
Oh my
crazy.
How would she know?
Ew, I'm gonna, alright,
But-
hold
but
on.
how
I
would
wanna,
she know?
I'm gonna tweet that and say, hey, please don't, that's creepy.
Hold on, what's going on? Hold on,
How
stop.
does
What's
he have
going
any-
on?
I'm sorry.
She's in the house right now, Jack.
Shut up.
You wanna get a
literally
knock
outside
on your
your house.
door?
Like 5 minutes ago posted.
Wait, what?
She's literally right outside your
Oh
house.
my god!
This is happening right
The
Call police.
Wait, what?
Call the police.
No, there's
I'm
a
not joking.
video.
She's outside your
That
house right
story.
now.
What the f?
Everybody was watching this live, and the folks on his panel urged him to call the police. Many people believe that Jack should have called the police on Sniper Wolf and reported her when she showed up to his family's house at night, uninvited, and on top of that, put his address and house out there to millions of her fans. Yeah, most people who saw this all play out believe that Sniper Wolf indeed crossed the line. So you already know what a modern woman is going to do. She started playing victim and claimed that she didn't know what doxing was when she previously talked about that in her content as a subject. And after acting like a tough go-go Power Ranger, she turned into a Karen instantly, saying that she wasn't doing anything to him. He was to blame instead for her coming to his house at night, uninvited, and yeah, her exposing his address out there. She blamed her actions on him. Typical modern woman. She also lied and said that he put his own address on Google.
There is zero justification for this. She claims in her story that I've been harassing her. No, Sniper Wolf, I've not been harassing you at all. What is harassment is coming to our home, sharing it for millions to see, and taunting me to come out. Sniper Wolf is already making light of the situation, as if stalking someone is a quirky thing to do. No one should feel unsafe in their own home. And thanks to Sniper Wolf, my wife and I now do.
I'm telling you, she took no accountability whatsoever. Well, that's until over a week later when YouTube stepped in. Jack posted this on social media and included YouTube so they could see what was going on. He wrote, "Sniper Wolf just doxed me on her IG. Creepy, gross, violating. What you do is disgusting. You steal content and stalk YouTubers. YouTube, demonetize this dangerous creator or just get her off your platform." She posted an IG story right outside our home and deleted it. YouTube responded to all the backlash on October 20th. They wrote, confirming Sniper Wolf has received a temporary monetization suspension per creator responsibility policies. They went on to express their concerns about her off-platform behavior because this did not happen on YouTube. It happened on IG. And it also happened in person. And they said what she was doing was harming the whole community. Now at first, she didn't want to take any accountability, but when YouTube stepped in, she apologized to Jack. She wrote, "Let me start by saying I'm sorry for my recent actions. It is inexcusable. I'm sorry to Jack's Films, YouTube, the entire creator community, and my incredible fans for not being a better example for appropriate conflict resolution. Jack's Films, while we certainly don't see eye to eye and have our differences, I am sorry for reacting the way I did when I should have taken the opportunity to show young creators how adults and professionals resolve conflict by communicating directly, respectfully, and privately. Not for views or content, but a meaningful example of how conflict should be solved. I will reach out directly and hope we can find some time to connect and communicate respectfully. I'd also like to thank YouTube for holding me accountable. I deserve it, respect the decision, and appreciate the opportunity to learn and grow from a true lapse in judgment." Honestly, I don't think that was a lapse in judgment. She knew exactly what she was doing, and she thought she would get away with her bad behavior because that's usually how it goes for her. I think Jack should get law enforcement into this woman's life pronto. If this was the other way around, he would have been arrested on sight. So there's no way I will let her get away with that. This woman is obviously dangerous, and she's been floating through life never really being held accountable for anything. In 2013, she was arrested for armed robbery. In 2016, she was arrested for disorderly conduct after getting into an altercation with her husband. For that, she only sat in jail for a couple of days. And now she's going through a lawsuit with her husband because after building the business with her and doing all the behind the scenes work, he's claiming that she locked him out of the channels and the bank accounts. Remember, she was out here winning awards as a gamer at the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards when it was her husband playing the games. She was only the face of the brand. But since they broke up in September 2022, she completely cut him out of the business that he's 50% owner of and ran off with all the money. It's a long story. Maybe we'll get into it another day. But Aaliyah is a very dangerous woman. She's conniving, she's sneaky, a real life Jezebel. In my opinion, Sniper Wolf was never really a gamer. She was a part of the category of women who come online, moving like they're selling OF content while acting like they're real content creators. Like, come on, she was carrying herself like any other IG thought. And then her husband was like her pimp. He did almost all the work with the gaming content, and even when they moved to reaction videos, he still did a lot of the behind the scenes work. Here's my problem though. Why did he allow his wife to come online in these Magic City uniforms? Short tops, revealing shirts with everything sitting out there, trying to get attention from boys and men. That's what she was doing, wearing short skirts. So yeah, for that, I'm side-eyeing the husband too. Because what kind of man will allow his wife to parade around online wearing these Magic City uniforms, wiggling and jumping up and down, acting like she's not trying to put men and boys under a spell? Because that's what these nasty, evil, wicked Jezebels do. They have that type of behavior, but when you call them out on it, they try to make it seem like that's not what they try to do. Women who do this are calculated, they have no substance, and they're only depending on thirsty men to be blinded by their tricks. So yeah, not only is Aaliyah out of order, but her husband who allowed this is also out of order. We already see her character is bad. She started this business with her husband, they owned it 50-50, but since they broke up, she is completely locking him out of all business decisions, and she's taking all the money. This is what she did to her own husband. As far as her showing up to Jack's house, listen, you come to our house in the middle of the night, oh, you gonna get exactly what you came looking for. Because obviously you want some action. I've said this before when I covered the Travis Rudolph trial. You do not show up unannounced to anybody's house, but you especially don't show up after dark talking about talking to somebody. If you don't get your goofy psycho face self out of here, I'm sorry, there's no excuse for her behavior. She's completely out of order. If this was a man, he would have been arrested. That's because the woman would have called the law on him. So I really want to see equality here. Jack and his family should report this if it wasn't done already. This was a violation. Hold her accountable in the court of law. Lock her up. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Let me know what you think about this below. Special thank you to Edmund. I appreciate you, Edmund, for all of your support, as well as Leon. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Shout out to Anthony B, Walter G, Ken, and big shout out to the ladies, Roxana and Gil at Night. Don't forget that you can support this channel as well. Links to Cash App and PayPal are below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like and share.
Hello friends, it's me, and tonight we're checking out Jack's Film's house. Look at that little house he has. It's so small, it's like he can't even afford one of the big houses. That's silly. Wait, is that him in the window? Oh man, gotta go, back to the shadow.